Hey everyone, it's the Vigilant Christian Mario, and you're here for another Exposing Evil video today. If you haven't seen the Exposing Evil videos, this is where me and the Righteous Watchman on our Facebook fan pages will be sharing a lot of Illuminati Media Exposed pictures for you to share, to like, to put in your own albums, and to really help you use that as a tool to wake your friends and family members up to the occult, satanic influence of the entertainment industry, to warn them so that they don't have anything to do with it. So definitely go and like the pages and share those pictures. That's what these videos are for, is for us to work together to get the truth out. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Paramore. We're going to look at the Illuminati symbolism, as well as we're going to break down the video for Brick by Boring Brick, and really that is a picture of the MK Ultra mind control program that I've talked about being used on these artists. So my belief is that Paramore is now another victim of the MK Ultra mind control program, that they are now being handled and administered, these programs, and we're going to look and see the symbolism in all the subliminal messages about the control program known as MK Ultra. So let's get right into it. Just going to go right through the Illuminati symbolism. You guys are very probably familiar with this. The Eye of Lucifer symbolism is something that's found very often when we look at Paramore. We're going to commonly see this being used all over the place, and that's a very common satanic symbol, as you all know. Here you have the 666 over the eye, and this is happening all the time. So artists are constantly doing this. This isn't just a trend or a fad. This is actual subliminal messages to condition the masses into this satanic art and influence people with it. So where I wanted to really focus here is on this picture. Now we're starting to see the MK Ultra symbolism. So on their album called Brand New Eyes, and right there we have to recognize, okay, so Brand New Eyes, for those of you who are familiar with the New Age movement, and you know that the New Age movement is just a repackaged form of the occult that the secret societies practice. If you understand that, you understand that part of it is having an occult initiation where you believe yourself to be spiritually reborn and awakened. So you would have brand new eyes. So this album is about having those eyes, those to be illuminated by Lucifer, to have the eyes that a Luciferian would have, that perception. And that's why you see the MK Ultra butterfly here, and it's fragmented as well, because in the MK Ultra program the individual gets fragmented. So that's why you see that on the Paramore album. If you flip it on the back, you're going to see the mirrors. And if you know anything about MK Ultra, satanic ritualistic abuse, or different forms of Satanism, you know that mirrors are very significant in the occult and Satanism. Michael Jackson used to talk to spirits through mirrors. He had a room full of mirrors in his I think it was in his basement or somewhere in his house, that he would go to and talk to spirits through these the mirrors. Okay, so that's why it's on the back. I mean, come on, people. Just why is a fragmented butterfly on the front and these frames for these mirrors on the back? It doesn't make any sense. It's just you have to understand that this is occult symbolism, and you think it's artistic and cool, but really it has a very significant and deeper meaning than people aren't really grasping here. So that's the point of putting all this mind control symbolism on the album here. So I wanted to point that out. So let's get into the actual video, Brick by Boring Brick. Now, if you watch the video, it's the lead singer of Paramore. She has what you could consider probably her inner child as a character, and as you see, there's butterfly wings. So again, we see this MK Ultra. Now, why is it important that we see this inner child? We've seen this symbolism also displayed in the Katy Perry video, Wide Awake. Now, go ahead, I've exposed that video, and go ahead and watch it. YouTube search The Vigilant Christian, Katy Perry, Wide Awake. You're going to see that's another video where you see her inner child is actually a character, and there's all sorts of MK Ultra mind control. You actually see the laboratory that these artists get administered into in the Katy Perry video. You see her sitting there, and her inner personality, her child is trying to make her escape, and there's Baphomet-headed handlers that are blocking the door, and the little girl has to try and escape, and Katy Perry's escaping like Britney Spears did back in the day in real life. So they're showing you these things, that these are real things. So again, in this video, you have the younger personality symbolized as the butterfly to show that there's a disassociation, that there's multiple personalities, and one of them is the inner child. So that's who we see here, and the entire video is about burying that inner child. That is what Paramore, the lead singer, is doing. She's building a grave to bury this child, so to bury her innocence and her purity, and her inner child. And Jesus said that he who is like a child shall enter into the kingdom of God. So if you're burying your inner child, you'll never enter the kingdom. Okay, so this is an occult thing that we're not supposed to be doing, and they're symbolizing and portraying through this type of music. Now, you also have the reference here, very important, in the MK Ultra, to drugs. They administer all sorts of hallucinogenic drugs through the torture in the mind control program, so of course you're going to have that symbolized here with the mushrooms, and if you kind of look here, it's like an LSD trip, basically, in the Paramore video, so symbolizing that there's a drug that's administered in this process, that hallucinogenics are being used. And also, again, you have the reference to the mirror. So you have the young girl, she goes in the mirror at some point in the video. The mirrors are, there's characters in them, which are symbolizing like demons that are in the mirrors that she's able to see. And at first, they're all cool and beautiful and fun and playful. And then at the end, they get all scary and they scare her off, right? So, again, showing you the ability for these false spirits to masquerade themselves as positive beings. And you see that in the torment, and then just how this child is opening herself up to those demonic spirits, and you see that in the video. You also see this to symbolize different realms of consciousness. You see the illumination coming through what appears to be some church windows, so the illumination through the religious mindset, which is essentially the fundamental Luciferian theology, that if you go past your dogmatic, closed-minded Christian belief, and you transcend that consciousness, that you're going to have the God realization, the illumination that they all proclaim to have. So this is what this is symbolizing. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Another thing to point out here is, if you want to look at the lyrics themselves, are very revealing as well. They also talk about, just look at it from a mind control perspective, and what you're going to see is that that's what she's talking about. There's lyrics about kind of being disassociated from reality and all sorts of things like that. So just have it from the MK Ultra perspective. Also keep in mind when I make these videos that Paramore is a victim of this program. The real perpetrator or person or being that's behind this is always Satan. He's the god of this world that is utilizing these people as puppets, and we need to keep them in prayer that God would work in their lives and protect them from the absolute evil that they're open up to, and that they experience every day of their lives, the horrific things that these victims of MK Ultra satanic ritualistic abuse must go through. So we always have to lift them up in prayer. And yeah, so pictures are now on the Facebook page for you to like and share. Go ahead and do that. I'll leave the link for you to like the pages in the description section. So this is the Vigilant Christian saying God bless each and every one of you, and as always, stay vigilant.